The Crawl Space is the second segment of the seventh episode of the ninth season of Rugrats, and there was one moment in this that I really liked, but generally I found it wasn't that interesting. The babies think that they have to move into the crawl space because of a comment that Stu made, and Angelica encourages this, and the babies move into this crawl space. And while they're there, they start to reminisce about the good times when they had their playpen and they could feel the soft carpet beneath them, and we have this adorable animation where I don't think it quite works in terms of the babies' ages because we see Chuckie being roughly Tommy's age, which like when they were both very young. So in terms of timeline, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But in terms of being adorable, we see Tommy, Chuckie, Phil, and Lil being a lot younger and so cute and squishy and adorable. So that I actually really liked. The rest of it is kind of boring, not much happens, and the crawl space is not exactly a nice place to look at, which is kind of the point with how the babies felt when they moved in there. But obviously, as a viewer, it's not very engaging and it doesn't look very good and not much happens. So it isn't the most interesting episode. But I really enjoyed that little flashback scene. I thought that was very, very cute. So it's not a favorite. There's really not too much else to say about it because not much else happens. That's basically it. I did like how Stu gave Angelica into trouble at one point. I thought that was really nice to see because Angelica often gets away with things, so it's nice to see her being given into trouble at least now and again. I feel like Stu is a lot firmer with Angelica than pretty much any of the other adults. I feel like whenever she does something wrong, if she gets into trouble for it, occasionally it's her parents, but actually it's quite often Stu. I think Stu sees through her. He sees the real Angelica, the troublemaker, which is quite nice. It's not a terrible episode, there's nothing wrong with it as such. It's just not that interesting. Not a lot happens. The crawl space had a very cute moment, but otherwise, it doesn't really have too much to offer.